Well, what's going on, guys? Love Them Knives channel. We've got a Kizer in the house. Kizer, nice box, interesting, kind of velvety stuff, and I'm not big on the velvety stuff, but I like the fact that they got an outer sleeve and inner box. This one is called the Pelican Mini. This is a prototype I got from Kizer and Kmaxrom design. And if you don't know anything about him, hold on. Ooh, it's not a flipper. And why they're calling this a mini, I don't know, but maybe it's smaller than the Pelican knife itself. Here's like his Instagram. I'll give you a link to his Instagram. And he's got a YouTube channel, etc., etc., and a little bit more on his Instagram. You can see the Pelican here. And, of course, the one he did for fox knives. This, of course, is the liner lock one. It comes in black, also blacked out with a black blade, also with an orange G10, 3.5 inch. 8.3 overall, Bowler N690 here. So fox knives, and it's called the Pelican. This is the mini. Let's see how mini it is. I mean, just for the hell of it, put a measure to it, because okay, so 3.35 inches. So, okay, it is shorter than the 3.5 inch. At 85, 86 millimeters, but not much. 7 3/4 overall, so not 8.3, and about 20 centimeters. Now, it's not as big as some knives. Okay, and here's the Best Tech Swordfish. That's a 9-inch knife, and you can see it's much larger. And here's the Kizer Genie, which is also new for 2020. So this is a gauge design. So this is a front flipper, okay? And they look about the same size, really. Pretty close. This is S35VN steel, if you notice that. Somewhere on here it says that, yes. And there's the model number. To date, they have not hit the stores yet, probably in a week or two. So it won't be long. There's a backspacer here. Looks pretty daggone good. Titanium pocket clip. Interesting shape on the blade. Got a little choil area up here I guess you could choke up on. But that wasn't the main purpose, I don't think. It's also very stylish. And this one's sharp. Stone washed. And let's take a look real quick, see what we got for thickness. 0.135 of an inch, which is, what is it? About 3.5 millimeters. Let's see if we can get over this outside. 12.3. So 0.48 as far as thickness. So not that thick. We will take it apart. I don't see any weight relieving out of here, but I don't know that that's the final on this production anyhow. So being a prototype, not sure. But let's throw it on the scale just to kind of give ourselves an idea. Ounces. Yeah, 4.8 for a knife under 8 inches. It's pretty solid there, isn't it? It's not light. 135, almost 136 grams. So under 5. It doesn't feel heavy in my hand. It's not that obtuse. And pull back here. There's my balance point. Let's check a couple of other things here. The detent's pretty light on this, but it's not a flipper. You have to flick it out Or you can walk it out with the thumb stud, however you want to do it. So, no, you don't have to flick it. Oh, by the way, here's your lockup. That's 30% there. Looks pretty good. It's got a hardened steel insert, detent ball in there, probably ceramic, but we'll check. And like I said, titanium pocket clip, right hand tip up only on that. I'd say the design flows nicely. And with this wrap around here, did we get everything out of the blade length? We could have done just a tad more, but it's not too bad. You know, it doesn't look disproportional, that's for sure. So really, you know, the fact that it's a very plain looking design here, I kind of like that actually. The hardware's nothing incredible, is it? It's not like those socket head machined look screws that you see in a lot of knives. So, okay, just pretty standard stuff there, although machined pivot that has access in the front and in the back, so that's good. Ergos are pretty good. It's not a huge handle, but it's enough for my hand, and yes. And reverse grip feels good too, really. I'm not really feeling the pocket clip that much either. And choke up, yeah, you could do that as well. Piercing, slicing, shouldn't be bad. Looks like a flat grind as opposed to a hollow grind. The tip doesn't look overly fragile, so that looks pretty solid. So, interesting knife all in all. And of course, comes in a box like this from Kizer. And you slide the outer sleeve off. And then here you have underneath, you know, your paperwork and, you know, a Velcro pouch with, you know, plastic sleeve in there, so all that, and then microfiber cloth stuck in here inside this little deal here. So, and just kind of generic paperwork showing you production processes and stuff. So nothing particular to the knife itself. So let's look at the detent a little closer. One thing for sure, it is over the lock or the detent ball quickly. So right there, it's over and ready to drop. Has a great drop. It's centered, no blade play, no lock rock. Easy to flick out. Like I said, comfortable in the hand. But let's just check this out. Okay, I can do that. If I can do that, I'm calling that a 4 on my detent scale. If I can't do this at all, but then I can do it like this, which I can do very easily, but if that's all I could do, then it'd be more like a 5. So this thing is pretty light. The thing about it is, though, I mean, just as soon as I get that thing going, that thing flies open. So I find it to be appropriate for this kind of a knife. You know, I mean, obviously I was trying to open it. It's not going to just, you know, fly open, but if you give it, you know, a hard enough push there, yeah, you can get that. And that's one way you can open it. You can open it like that as well, but yeah, my preferred is probably just the thumb stud. So easy, so intuitive. It's really comfortable, and it's ambidextrous thumb studs. Plus, you got jimping here, and a, you know, kind of a nice little thumb, maybe not ramp, but a jimping area for your thumb here. So yeah, I find it really easy to grab and hold. Pretty comfortable in the hand as well. Not overly heavy at all. So, you know, it's not a 3-ounce knife, but it's not 5 either. So, and yeah, drops, nice. Fit and finish looks pretty good on this knife. There's no sharp corners, no edginess anywhere. The plunge looks symmetrical. And, you know, it's easy to disengage this lock bar. You can see, I mean, that's just easy to push. Very nice. Check it out. Take a look at the back spacer again. That's nicely machined, and that gives you some traction. All right, let's do something here. Let's take it apart, and I don't know which half to go with. Let me try the front and see which one turns more easily. Yeah, I think I'm turning both sides. That's what I think. There you go. Let's try that. Apparently not a D-shaped pivot in there. And let's see where we are. I got a C in here. Oh yeah, this looks like the screw part. If it's just a two-piece, I don't know. Pivot situation. And there is some locker or something on there. Yeah, some thread locker on there. Here you go. And these other two screws are number 8s, which is good. Oh, that's easy. And so's that. So it's just a pivot that was locked down pretty good. I imagine if this knife was one that was getting handled a lot on display, they may have wanted to do that. Here you go. Pretty plain. There's your blade stop. And just throw that out here. And here's your bearings. That things have been leaking. It wasn't me that put that lube on there, but it's a very light lube, ceramic bearings. And there's your steel washer in there, and it's got that little U-shaped race in there for your bearings to run along. That's nice. Pull this side out. You can tell that's a prototype. Got a little extra drill mark there. And there's your detent side. I reckon, I guess, because I can see the track running there. So, but they decided the hole wasn't in the right place. So this is obviously just a prototype. It functions pretty damn nice for a prototype, though. Okay, so here we go, and it looks like a one-piece. So I was lucky to try the front side first, and then there's bearings again that should come out. There you go. And ceramic detent ball, hardened steel insert with over travel stop. Nice clean other than that. And there's your back spacer, which you can just pop off if you want. So I reckon if we want to throw this thing back together, it'll be interesting to see the final production version. Are they going to do any more weight relieving in here or not? I don't know. Let's throw bearings. And I guess we can throw our little blade stop in here. There you go. Just lay the blade in there, and we can put the bearings up on top here and a drop there, and throw this, rotate it around here and get a shot at it. I guess I'm not putting any lube on the detent track, so kind of skip that. Lay this back in there. But yeah, that was not a D-shaped pivot. Too bad. Maybe that'll be in the final production version. I don't know. At least you have access on both sides so you can break it loose, so it's not a huge deal. Get this straightened out. Yeah, they go in nicely. I mean, this is fine. And get this. I mean, I don't know a couple things. Number one, I don't know what they're going to do with the final production version that's different than this. Maybe nothing. Maybe not change to a D-shaped pivot. Maybe keep it the way it is. And the hardware the way it is. And maybe no additional weight relieving. I don't know. Hard to say. Do they really need it? How much is that going to save them in weight if they do that? And I don't know the absolute drop dead release date on this. I know it's soon, and I do not know the price. Let's see where we are. There's no blade play. Looks centered. Action feels the same as it was. No difference there. I'm a little jumpy about this. I don't have a flipper tab to come back and hit my thumb, but actually this little piece does, and that's enough to let me know. But I choke up on it pretty close because it's quick over that detent ball. I like it. All right, thank you so much. It was easy to take apart, put back together. Ceramic bearing, ceramic detent ball, hardened steel insert. Yeah, Kizer's coming out with some really cool knives. And of course, this one is a gauge design Genie, and it's a front flipper, or you can just actuate it. There you go, Genie, gauge design. Of course, he's an internal designer for them. So, in-house. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Bunches more coming soon. Really interesting. Check out my SHOT Show video on Kizer. Looking forward to some really nice, interesting Vanguard G10 models as well. And you know what we do around here? We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.